for one reason, because I intend to win this state in November.
The first vice president, first black woman, served with a black president. I'm proud of the first black woman in the Supreme Court. There's just so.
The fact of the matter is that we're in a situation where, let's take the last point first. Iran attacked American troops, caused brain damage for a number of these troops.
The president's appearances have come under intense scrutiny since he appeared feeble in his debate against former President Donald J. Trump.
Destroyed and deleted all of the information they found because they found out we were right. We were right. And they deleted and destroyed all of the information. They should go to jail for that. If a Republican did that, they'd go to jail.
Thank you, President Trump. President Biden, I want to give you a minute.
The only person on this stage is a convicted felon is the man I'm looking at right now. And the fact of the matter is, what he's telling you is simply not true.
President Biden and his top aides have said his upcoming activities are part of a series of campaign efforts designed to demonstrate that his debate performance was nothing more than a bad night. To steady his re-election campaign, President Biden spoke with two black radio hosts for interviews broadcast on Thursday. During one interview, he spoke haltingly and struggled to find the right phrase, mistakenly claiming he was proud to have been the first black woman to serve with a black president. Additionally, he stumbled over his words during a 4-minute 4th of July speech to military families at the White House.
I remember as a Catholic kid growing up in an area where Catholics didn't get elected. I'm the first president that got elected statewide in the state of Delaware when I was a kid. Well, I looked at John Kennedy and said, well, he got elected. Why can't I get elected? By the way, I'm proud to be, as I said, the first vice president, first black woman, served with a black president. I'm proud of the first black woman in the Supreme Court. There's just so much that we can do because together there's nothing. Look, this is the United States of America.
Beginning a story about former President Trump. Mr. Biden made a mistake on Word Radio, based in Philadelphia, while trying to deliver a line he has used before about his pride in serving as vice president for President Barack Obama. He also boasted about appointing the first black woman to the Supreme Court and selecting the first black woman to be vice president. Earlier in the interview, he incorrectly asserted that he had been the first president elected statewide in Delaware, seemingly intending to say he was the first Catholic in the state to achieve this, and went on to speak admiringly of John F. Kennedy. Biden's team has reiterated that his activities in the coming days are meant to reassure voters, donors, and activists that his debate mishap was simply a bad night. Amar Moussa, a spokesman for Biden's campaign, criticized the media for focusing on the president's stumbles. All of Biden's appearances have been scrutinized since his listless and distracted debate performance against Trump, causing concern among Democrats about his suitability as the party's nominee due to his age. The president is scheduled for an interview with ABC's George Stephanopoulos after a campaign rally in Madison, Wisconsin on Friday, and will appear at a campaign event in Philadelphia on Sunday. On Thursday, Biden used radio interviews to address concerns about the debate among members of the black community. The hosts of both shows praised and thanked Biden after the interviews. During his appearance on The Earl Ingram Show, aimed at black listeners in Wisconsin, but also broadcast nationally, Mr. Ingram asked the president to highlight some of his lesser-known accomplishments. Despite the low-pressure nature of the interview, Biden at times spoke haltingly while delivering his rapid-fire answers. When asked why voting mattered, he discussed the Supreme Court's recent ruling on immunity for Trump. Biden's responses to Mr. Ingram's questions were lengthy, focusing on his accomplishments in office and criticizing Trump. During the 17-minute interview, he occasionally stopped mid-answer. When discussing the importance of voting, he began talking about Trump's proposal to increase tariffs on all Chinese goods imported into the United States, but cut himself off, apologizing for going on too long. Biden also refrained from using an epithet to describe Trump while discussing his son Beau, who died from brain cancer after serving in Iraq. Biden attributes his son's death to his proximity to toxic burn pits. At the end of the interview with Mr. Ingram, the president once again acknowledged his poor debate performance.
How about the fact? That's okay.